Today, I want to talk to you about how can you be yourself and still feel like you're fitting in. This is a topic that's near and dear to me, and this came actually from a listener and a client actually that asked me to talk about this today. And I'm so happy about this because I feel like it's something that we all can relate to on some level. A lot of times we don't even realize that we don't feel like we fit in. This is something that I dealt with at a very young age and still deal with on many levels. And we'll get into that in a moment. But, being ourselves, first of all, we are each and every one of us is unique and special. You have your own special gifts, talents, personalities. And I'm not talking about like the knowledge and things that you acquire. I'm not talking about those things. I'm not talking about the materialistic things. I'm talking about who you are as an individual. Each of us has our own unique personality and our own unique talents and gifts and specialness, if you will, that we bring to every situation, to every relationship that we bring to this world, that we came here for a specific purpose and we express that throughout our entire lives. So when you think about it that way, that no one is exactly the same as somebody else. Everybody has their own uniqueness and specialness. Why would we try to be someone else? Well, a lot of times it comes from peer pressure, comes from what we think society wants us to do, wants us to be. For example, there are ideas in society about how women should be, what they should be doing, what they shouldn't be doing, what men should be, what they should be doing or what they shouldn't be doing, or, how they're supposed to act, how they're supposed to talk, whatever it may be. There's so many labels that we get used to in our society. And sometimes if we're not aware of it, these labels, we start allowing these labels to box us into a little box where we are not fully being our true authentic self. And being your authentic self, I know sometimes it's very scary to be yourself fully and 100% because you're afraid that you're not going to fit in. And I will tell you from personal experience, I've had this many, many times, that the more that you are yourself and the more that you step into who you truly are, that's where you even start to fit in even more because your group changes around you. People change around you, people that can appreciate your honesty and authenticity. I've spent a lot of my life trying to be what other people expected me to be and thought that I needed to be. And all these things of, I should be this way, all the shoulds, all, the labels. And there was a time, I guess it's probably been probably about 10 or 15 years ago now, that all of a sudden I was exhausted. I was tired of always trying to fit in to someone else's idea of how I should be, how I should act, what I should say, how I should do my work, how I should spend my time, who I should be in a relationship with, who I should, all of these things were making me crazy. And one by one, I started realizing, you know what? My goal in this life is to do the best that I can, to live my purpose and to help as many people as I possibly can. The only way I can do that is to be who I am. And I'm still discovering that. That's the beauty of it. We get to discover that each and every day. And I have people in my life, friends and family that are in my life, also clients and patients that actually appreciate who I am. Now, it's still sometimes a challenge. And I realized this on my own personal journey, and that's why I wanted to share this with you. So I was so happy that this client listener asked this question because I feel like it's something that we all struggle with. Maybe you feel that you're not the right ethnicity. Maybe you feel that you're not the right gender. Maybe you feel not smart enough. Maybe you feel not good enough. Maybe you feel like you don't have the proper education. Whatever it may be that you feel, you know what? These stories we need to rewrite. It's about learning how to positively, lovingly really change that self-talk into supporting and realizing that your uniqueness is your greatest gift. It's your greatest contribution to this world. And when you're able to express that and be exactly who you are and do things exactly the way that you think they need to be done for yourself without causing harm to anybody around you or anybody in your life, then you know what? You have reached a sort of sense of freedom. That freedom from within to be exactly who you came here to be. And, unapologetically, Because I know even culturally is a big thing. No matter what culture you come from, some cultures are very heavy on what you should be doing. You should be getting educated. You should be getting married. You should be having kids. You should be this. You should be that. You should have a lot of money. You should, all of these things can really get to you. You need to sit down and ask yourself, what is it that you want? What is it, if nobody else's opinion mattered, if nobody else's opinion was even coming towards you, what would you do? If you yourself, what would you want? What would you want for your life? What do you want to do? I come across a lot of people in my work, and I do a lot of different kinds of work, but in my coaching clients especially, I come across a lot of people that are wanting to express themselves more in this world and make a meaningful life, create a meaningful life, because they just are so tired of just going through the rat race and just the rut. They've gotten into a rut and they just feel like the passion is leaving them, the inspiration has left them, and they just want to reignite that fire within them. And I always love this because, I've coached a lot of different ages over the years. And I love that because it's never too late to reinvent yourself. It's never too late to reignite that light, that fire for your passion, and to discover who you truly are. And guess what? We all are a work in progress. So who you are today may not be the same person that you are 5 years from now, and may not be the same person that you are next year. And it doesn't matter. It's okay. We are always changing and evolving, and allowing for personal growth and creating space for it is part of the journey. We can just buckle in and enjoy the ride. I think that that's the best thing to do. Stay as positive as you can and surround yourself with positive people that will encourage you as well to be your true self. So thank you so much for this question. If you have questions that you would like for us to cover on these episodes, please email us at info@drashaprasad.com. If you're catching us on YouTube, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Definitely email us with any feedback or anything that I'd love to hear, actually, how you feel like you fit in, how you, by being your true self, has allowed you to fit in even more. So thank you so much. And I look forward to connecting with you next time. Bye-bye.